What up? What up? Man, I ain't seen y'all on live in forever. Queen, hey, Queen Ash, I just want to personally thank you while I'm on here. Like, you really be riding, you be supporting, um, and you keep me uplifted big time. It be times like you don't even be knowing. I be having certain things going on in my personal life with people annoying me and whatnot. And you just always come through with the love at the right time. I appreciate you big time. Da, 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 da. Hey, hey, y'all ready to see the board game? Hey, y'all gotta give me a second. I was typing the caption. Y'all know I ain't been live since last year. Been like 4 or 5 months, so I'm kind of like all the way brand new, re-new to this whole thing. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all first and foremost. Everybody that's on the live, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just letting y'all know I'm personally going live today for the sake of the board game. This has been a long, drawn out process from the issues with other board game companies to the PayPal issue to them taking 70 grand to a lot of you guys growing tired of waiting and like it's been a number of things. So just to let everybody know, I'm not ignoring your questions, but I'm strictly here for the board game. We politicking on the board game, nothing but the board game today. Whenever I decide to go live again, we could get on general questions, but strictly, we talking about the board game. Demonte, you said people don't know about the Chinese New Year. Nah, bro, they don't. So look, let's go ahead and get into that first. So listen, y'all, we gonna run through these things in a second. Y'all give me one moment. Uh, I want to explain some things to y'all first. I'm gonna explain some things to y'all first, and then we could politic on the board game. But let's start with that, Demonte. Um, bro, I'm glad you know about that. A lot of people don't. I'm gonna be real, bro. I didn't even know about that, right? So let me tell y'all some of the obstacles we ran into with the board game. Number one, we won't have to say any name because y'all know for legal reasons, it's not always best to throw other companies' names out there. But one of the board game companies that a lot of you have grown to love over the years, basically it's one board game company that run the game in terms of board games. We had some issues along the lines. We had a conversation with them in the very beginning, and some concerns came up off the rip where that company they would assist me in making a board game, right? So number one, I want you guys to know everything with me is independent. A lot of things I have to learn through trial and error. I don't have a lot of big homies or big dogs who've been in the board game industry before. So when I jumped into the board game industry, I had to just figure out a lot of shit on the curb. So number one, we had a conversation with this company, real brief conversation, um, and um, basically what the issue is number one, they would assist in making a board game, but they wanted ownership. Number two, they politely asked that we soften the information within the board game. And number three, they wanted us to add, man, if I say the name, then I'm gonna give it away. So, but they wanted us to put their name in the title of the board game to assist with it. So, like I told you guys from day one, the board game literally could have been done. The board game literally could have been done like within a week because they would have expedited the entire process. And when I say expedite, I mean from factories to information to creation. They would have supplied me with a whole team to expedite the board game, but I would have had to give up some things in between that. And if y'all been following me, y'all know them the type of things I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up ownership. I'm not changing no name, and I'm definitely not softening no information so the other demographic of people feel comfortable when I'm teaching people what I'm teaching. Number two, that was obstacle number one. But y'all know, like, listen, y'all already know we don't even play them type of games. I self-publish my books. You know, if I put a board game out for the streets, for the culture, for my collective of people, we not taking no shorts. Miss us, we don't need your help. We'll get it on our own. Number two, another thing we ran into is price gouging. So one of the second obstacles we ran into with making a board game is that we had quotes from different companies who told us they would make the board game. They gave us numbers and all. This is the issue. Like when I tell you guys, I tell you guys a lot of time. I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of y'all take for granted the information that is shared with y'all. But if I come to you as Joe Blow, just to give you an example, right? If I hit your phone as Joe Blow, I'm like, hey, I want to make a game. Now, I can show y'all on the phone, literally text messages. This company said, hey, we can make these games for $7.21 per unit. I'm like, cool, we good to go. You know, let's make it happen. When it was time to actually, you know, send the wire to get the game done, they then told me they needed $59 per unit. Long story short, I got in touch with one of my big homies who, you know, high in that part of the world, and he just simply let me know that these people took the time to research who I was, and that's how they jacked the price up. So basically, like, I want you to logically think about this. If you create a board game from scratch, how can a manufacturer think that a price point of $59 is even a lucrative price point for you to make some type of money in the first place? That's not including shipping. That's not including, you know, like if you ever ship from overseas, you know it's a lot of different things that come into play just besides the actual making of the board game. So that's when we knew then at that point that there was some type of foul play. Either they was price gouging or they looked up who I was and they was like, oh, okay, well shit, this is what we gonna do. This is how we gonna play it. Literally to go from $7.21 to 59 in a matter of 21 days is outrageous. Issue number 3, and this is something I learned about this year. A lot of you guys are not educated, and I'm not knocking you because I wasn't educated on it either. The Chinese New Year. Now I know some of y'all ship overseas, and y'all know what's going on with that, so y'all know how the Chinese New Year work. But when the Chinese is enjoying their New Year, they turn up for like damn near a month. So I'm gonna tell you guys for future references, if you guys ever opening a business that requires you to ship overseas, when November come or October come, listen, run it up, place you a bulk order, and get what you need right then. If you wait until the new year, you're gonna be waiting a minute, and that's something else. That's another issue I ran into. We had to wait a minute because China was doing their thing. It was like, nigga, we don't even care about your board game. We not touching it right now. We enjoying ourselves. XYZ. That was issue number 3. This was issue number 4, and I know a lot of you guys saw this one on YouTube, but I'm gonna briefly re-explain it. When you do pre-orders, right? And again, let me clarify this too. A lot of you guys didn't read. A lot of you guys didn't scroll down to where it says this is a pre-order and it releases at XYZ. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna talk about PayPal for a second. So PayPal froze my money, and we really don't got to get into that one. That video is already on YouTube. That story is already there. But point being, they froze my account and they removed $73,000 that I had within PayPal to actually purchase the games. So after we beat those other 3 obstacles, this was our final obstacle. This is the one I went through early February. They ended up taking $73,000. And if any of you guys ever been through that ordeal, basically what they do is they're going to freeze your money for 180 days. I already had y'all waiting a minute from these other issues. There was no way in hell. I wouldn't even fix my mouth to come back to y'all and be like, hey, it's going to be another 180 days. Y'all chill. Just be patient. So, like I said, that video already on YouTube. If you ain't seen it, just go to my YouTube. It's there, the actual conversation with PayPal. But they took $73,000. And then just to get back to it, right? So, within 6 days, we doubled up. We made the money back to still reapproach it. But then my next issue was, and listen, I'm not knocking anybody when I say this, but one of the biggest lessons I learned through this whole ordeal is that a lot of you guys, outside of the reading, a lot of us, you know what? Let me just put it this way. We don't practice the same patience with one another as we do our oppressors, right? A lot of y'all was blowing the email up. Y'all blowing the DM up. Y'all blowing the comments up. I've been waiting. Listen, the government fucks you over every year. They take your money. They make you wait till February. It's called income tax. And then they sprinkle little crumbs of it on you. But you celebrate. You get happy. You go shopping. You feel like you got a come up. I actually made a board game. And I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm not going on a limb because I know my power. I know what I bring to the world. I made a board game with information that a lot of y'all mamas didn't teach y'all. A lot of y'all daddies never taught y'all. Your pastor never taught you. You paid $100,000 for a college education. They ain't teach you this shit either. I made a board game with some information that most people don't know, and they won't know. They gonna leave here and not know. The people that loved you the most never gave you the game. And I ain't gonna lie, it didn't hurt my feelings, but it was a little disappointing to see how many people waited on a hiccup within my business regimen just to try to come at me. Like I don't get on here consistently every day and give it up for y'all every day. Listen, I told y'all yesterday, some people teach, but I teach and show. I got tangible results. It's a lot of people running around on social media that's just theory based. What I told y'all, I told y'all in 2019 I was gonna create housing. I was gonna get land. I was gonna get a creative space. I was gonna get a school. 3 of those things have already come to fruition, and we in nothing but March. So I'm gonna say this. It's one of the biggest learning lessons from this. I just had to be mindful about how much I put myself out there, because what I realized in that whole situation, and listen, salute everybody that kept riding, but what I realized in that whole situation is that I can literally give information that could jeopardize the safety of me and mine, make one mistake, and they will buy a front row seat to my hanging. Because listen, I saw so many people whom I selflessly educated. They like, your daddy never told you that. He brung you here. Your mama, like, they supposed to love you. Y'all strangers to me, but I still get up every day and I give it up every day. But past that, listen, we're not gonna focus on the negative. We're gonna get back to the positive. So when you add up PayPal, when you add up the people who just couldn't deal because it was too long or they didn't read, now we're talking about over $100,000 loss that I took just in the month of February. But like I said, we bounced back anyway. We doubled up and we got the bread back within 6 days. To jump back and make the game happen anyway. So I wanted to touch on those 4 things. Those was 4 of the biggest obstacles that we had to go through to get the game out. Like I said, listen, I appreciate everybody being patient with me. You got to understand, like, I'm an independent 29-year-old entrepreneur. I will be the first to tell you I didn't know nothing about the board game industry. I just knew I had to. This one thing I know, right? And I love my people, but it's one thing I know. You guys are overly in love with entertainment. That was the whole reason of me making it a board game, because I knew I had to find a way to meet my people where they was at, to where I can give them the information that they need. So anyhow, that's what we did. We made a board game. But anyway, let's keep moving on. So there's something else I want to touch on, right? Before we actually get into the board game. A lot of you guys have constantly been in the comments. You've been on social media. You've been in the email regarding the updates that this never happened and that never happened. So let me say it one more time on camera. If you read the description where the game is, it has a shipping date. If you go on YouTube, it has a shipping date. If you read your email, it has a shipping date. If you go on social media, it has a shipping date. But what I did do is I jumped on my iPad real quick to make sure I wasn't crazy. So y'all give me 1 second. Let me flip the camera, make sure I ain't tripping. So if I'm on my iPad and I'm scrolling, if I'm not mistaken, it's this part in, oh, there it go. It's in red with capital letters. It says, please read. All board games are pre-orders and begin shipping March 15th. Only 2,500 left. I just want to make sure I pull that up, because I don't know if I was tripping or if it's like 1,000 people that don't read and they don't care to try to comprehend what they're reading. Y'all hold on real quick. Let's switch over to YouTube, because I heard I was lying about that part too. So either I'm tripping or somebody's tripping. Where we at? Oh, there goes a documentary. And if you scroll down a little more, it's an actual video with an explanation. So look, I did this too, right? I know some of y'all don't like to read, and I'm cool with that. I went and made a video. Just like that. That's why I'm on live, because I knew if I typed this, 8,000 of y'all wasn't going to read it. But anyhow, I made a video on YouTube. So you ain't got to read, you just got to listen to me. You ain't got to read, you just got to listen to me. And it says a date in there again. And then another thing I did, right, is I made sure I put emphasis on saying the games begin shipping March 15th. Why some of y'all emailed on March 14th and said, where your tracking number? I don't know. I don't know if you're not reading or if you're struggling with comprehension. Literally, somebody just asked, talk tracking numbers. Today is March 15th. Listen, I'm going to be clear when I say this. For all my people that don't like to read, I'm going to be the first to tell you, you're going to hate the game. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, because it's a limited release. So do me this favor. If you don't like to read, go to the website right now and get a refund. I don't even want your money. If you don't like to read, don't buy the game. You are taking up space for somebody that may not mind reading, that may not mind researching, and they really want that game. If you don't like to read, if you're not willing to read, if you're not willing to challenge yourself, if you're not willing to focus on your comprehension, listen, I'm not tripping. Get a refund. We done lost like down there 30,000 in refunds anyway. Y'all know me. I'm here for all the pressure. So if you don't like to read, one more time, get your money back. The game gonna force you to read. I'm gonna actually show you in a second some of the stuff you're gonna have to read, so you can already know like if this not for you. So let's move forward. I got a couple things I want to touch on before we actually pull out the game. Not pull it out. The game already out, but I just got a couple other things I want to touch on before we actually start showing the game. So secondly, hey, how many of y'all want to know about the app? How many people? I know a lot of y'all been asking about the app. The app. Look ahead, see, bro, they is. They are, bro. My neck kind of hurting. Okay, we got quite a few want to know about the app, right? So look, a couple things about the app. When you receive your board game, you will have instructions within the board game that will tell you the process of downloading your app. A lot of you guys keep asking, is it on Apple? I'm sorry, not Apple. Is it on, what is it called, iOS?
iOS.
Yeah, is it on iOS or is it on Android? It is on neither. The in-home banking board game is not on neither. Y'all know me better than that. I'm not creating no liberating, game-changing app for the culture, and then gonna move it through they portals of sale so they can feed off the culture like they've been doing. Absolutely not. The game will only be available at DerrickGrace2.com. Let me answer this question too. If you ordered a board game from the day that it was made available in October till midnight tonight, you get the app for free. Yes, you get it for free. Yes, you get it for free. At midnight, that's when it is no longer free. You will pay for the app following midnight. I only been telling people for like 5 months that this day was coming. I know some of y'all don't move unless you see high water, but this is the point where it's high water. Now let's talk some more about the app. The app will be multiplayer. The app will be updated. So listen, the information that you're going to get off the rip with the app, I want you to know you're going to be able to look up in 6 months and it's going to be updated with new game and new information. We're not just going to hit you with one app one time and call it a day. We're going to keep updating the app so you can stay in the loop. As I learn, you're going to learn with me. Let's keep it moving. So outside of that, again, when you receive your board game, you will get instructions on how to download your app. At midnight, the app will no longer be free. You will pay for both the board game and the app. I got another gift for y'all with the app. Just a while, you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to ask y'all a question. The first person to guess it right, we'll hit you in the DM. You choose any book, any curriculum you want. No, matter of fact, you choose any book, any curriculum you want. It's on the house. If any of y'all can guess who executive produced the app, first person to drop it in the comments, we're going to hit you in the DM and get you right. Who do y'all think executive produced the app? And yes, it was executive produced. Like we not playing. We brung a big dog in to actually handle the audio on the app. Oh, never mind. Yeah, y'all can stop guessing. Somebody already got it right. Hey, Keith Otto, yes, bro. David Banner, executive produced the app. So that's it. Listen, I know when I kept saying history, a lot of y'all took it as, oh, bro, just gassing. He trying to sell his app. No, I'm telling you for real. Like, no, we pulled a play that's not common. But yes, David Banner will be the executive producer. Is the executive producer for the app. Keith Otto, you got it, bro. We'll make sure we hit you in the DM to get you right. And I appreciate you supporting, bro, because you've been rocking for a long time, too. Got you, bro. So let's move forward, y'all. Like I said, anybody asking about the app, when you receive your board game, there will be instructions on getting the app. Now, let's get to this next part. As I stated, everybody, please listen up, too. Please listen to this part so y'all don't send countless emails with a question that's already answered. The board games, as I stated, they begin shipping today. So some of you guys will be receiving your tracking numbers throughout this weekend. Let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. If you was on my live in the beginning, then you understand that this project that we're working on was a very special one. What you also understand is that it's a lot of higher powers that would love to ruin this project, that would love to crush this project. I'm letting you know my team will be shipping. We in the high 8800s. I tell you this, I don't know the exact number, but I know we got less than 2,000 board games left of the 10,000. What I will let you know is that my team, my in-house team, will be shipping these board games themselves. We will not listen. Because, I seen this before. Like, the first time we was talking about shipping, it was people in my comments saying what I should go do as far as hiring people to help me ship board games. Do me a favor. When you create something that's liberating a generation and a demographic of people that this system has purposely kept down for I don't know how many years, then you holler at me about safety precautions and keeping people out your business and your game room so they don't sabotage what you got going on. So let me be clear again. My team in-house will be shipping these board games. We will begin, like I said, you guys tracking numbers will begin rolling out this weekend. If you were thinking that we're going to do 8,000 tonight, just get your refund now. I don't even want my assistant to have to explain it to you. I understand your comprehension is lacking a little. Don't trip. We not tripping either. Just, sharpen up on your reading skills, then holler at us in a year or so. But seriously though, we'll begin rolling them out this weekend. We have roughly 9,000 board games that we'll be shipping in-house. So I want you guys to know for sure you will get your tracking number, and they will be updating throughout the week and throughout the upcoming weeks. Outside of that, it was one other thing I want to touch on, and y'all bear with me. I got my note. Listen, hey, y'all know I ain't went live in like 4 months. I'm a little rusty, so I got my notes right here on my iPad. What I wanted to, talk to you guys about. Let me keep going. I just saw a comment I was about to respond to, but yeah. I had to remember my live etiquette that I don't respond to bozos. So like y'all ain't gonna get no response. But that's not for everybody. To the bozo that just commented what he did, you know who I'm talking to. But anyway, so we got the shipping out the way, we got the app out the way, we got the delays out the way. So hey, are y'all ready to see the game? Y'all wanna play the game? I don't. So, but I'm gonna show it to you though. So y'all hold on 1 second. Let me flip my camera. All right, y'all. Let's turn it over. That side there, you guys have seen 100 times. That's really not of huge importance. This is the pieces that a lot of you guys didn't get to see out the gate. I'm gonna zoom in a second. I'm gonna get close on these things and give you guys some actual examples that you're gonna run into with the game. We're gonna start here. Y'all already know the motto. It's family business or none at all. They're like putting anybody else on this money would have been uncivilized. Of course, y'all see we got Derrick there, we got Melanin, we got myself, we got God, we got Derrick, and we got Knowledge. Like I said, this was a no-brainer, y'all. Like y'all know I incorporated family and everything. Like that it was no way around that. Let's switch over here, right? So this is what a lot of you guys didn't know. This game, all right. Let me flip the camera real quick. I'm gonna bring it right back, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this about me. I'm very selfless. The people who I care about, the people I want to see win, I try to incorporate them in absolutely everything I do. So this is something that we did. We reached out to countless business owners, right? And we posted this. A lot of y'all, I know y'all gonna say y'all didn't see this, but we posted it a gazillion times. But what we did is we reached out to other business owners and we allowed them to purchase a space on an actual board game. So number one, that's called group economics. We keep the money at one table. To the people that's asking where your board game is, go read the description, or when we upload this video to YouTube, go read it then, or just get your bread back. Either or is cool with me. Cause we literally have answered this like 7 times since we've been on live. Yeah, but anyhow, I'm not gonna get sidetracked again. I'm gonna stay on what I was on. So look, check this out, y'all. What we did is we reached out to other business owners from all over the nation, and what we did is they were able to buy board space on a board game. So at that point, we're not only practicing group economics, but we're all promoting and advertising each other at one point. So that's what y'all finna see next. So this sheet right here, as you'll see, like these are other business owners that took advantage of that incentive. So that's the actual, like, when you guys get your board game, This is the actual sponsor sheet you'll see within the board game. I do encourage all of y'all, even if you don't buy nothing from my people, check out their pages, check out their websites, XYZ. We're gonna name a couple of them. This IG right here, Ginger Hell's Lemonade. I remember this queen. She took my in-home banking course last year. Hood Estates. This is my family out in Jacksonville. They huge in the real estate game and the trucking game. They're doing a lot of big things for the culture. Let me see who else I personally know. I think that might be the only two people I personally know. Everybody else I don't really know on a first name basis. So we touched on the money. This is a sponsor sheet. Over here you have your instructions. I actually put a video on YouTube a while ago with the instructions. I'm not gonna go into that one again. If you want to see about that, just check out YouTube. I jumped on that one already. Now there's something else I put in there, right? There's a cheat sheet. There's a cheat sheet that comes within the board game. And like I said, I know pound for pound, I'm one of the most selfless people out there. Not only did we create a whole board game with the information and the concepts, but I put an actual cheat sheet. Now this is what we're gonna do. When you get your board game at your crib, you can go over it yourself. I'm gonna give you a couple of them that's on here right now. Y'all hold on real quick. Let me see which one I want to read off. All right, number one, it's a simple one. I know this may seem simple to a lot of you guys, but this is a huge one we really got to do. Do me a favor, y'all. I want y'all to stop complaining about nepotism, and I want y'all to practice it. If you're not aware of what nepotism is, go check it out. Do a little research. But I see so many people, especially my culture, always complaining about the bias system, the bias this, the bias that. Stop your crying. Get off your ass. Go create your own wave, and then you double back and you hire who you feel like hiring. You hire your relatives. You hire your homies. You feel me? So let me jump back. That's number one. Again, I know that some of y'all, it may be simple because y'all know what nepotism is, but y'all know every day somebody be on the gram complaining about the system and the job and the schools. Stop complaining. Do your own thing. Let's get back to it. Which one I want to read next? All right, number two. Money is a debt note. Do not hold on to dead weight with pictures of dead men on it. Plant seeds and make your own money work for you. Y'all hold on real quick. This one I want to touch on. And it's something I learned from one of my mentors, ML Billion. As a matter of fact, his logo is at the bottom. If y'all can see, listen, I tell you guys all the time, it's family business or none at all. So that's Ajna at the bottom, that's Billion at the bottom, and of course we got the Grace Tribe. But let me flip the camera real quick. All right, when I say debt notes, this is what I mean. And actually, it's crazy, right? Because I made a video about this morning. Again, y'all, for everybody that's just joining, we reading one of the cheat sheets that's actually gonna come to your front door within the game. When I say debt notes, a lot of you guys are trying to create life with pieces of paper that have dead men on it. That's one of the first things that Billion taught me when we first started sitting down and building and politicking. The dollar is devaluing at an extremely high rate. You serve yourself way better by going to make the proper investments with your money and planting seeds that can actually grow for you at a later date. But I know so many people that got that bag. You got a big old bag of money. You got and I was one of them, so I'm not knocking y'all. Like I done had 200, 300, 400,000 on me and thought I was the man. What I'm telling you is that, like, number one, that money is devaluing. Number two, there are so many other things that you could be investing that money in that can actually flourish at a later date. I don't know if a lot of y'all realize this, and I'm not gonna get into this conversation fully here. I don't know if a lot of y'all realize this, but the dollar is only of value because the people within this system value it. If you think the American dollar, if you think the George Washington that people like to get tattooed on their skin and XYZ is this and that, I want you to get on a plane, leave the country, and try to go ball in another place with it. And they'll show you just how much they give a damn about these dollars and these bags that we claim we have. I'm gonna get off that one though, because that's a deep one I could talk about for a minute. You're gonna get plenty of jewels and plenty of information in the board game, but this is something else. I really want you guys to use this if you don't do anything. Let's pick another one. Hey, number 8, this is a huge one. Get jobs for information and not money. It will last longer. Let me look at the camera and say that one more time. Get jobs for information and not money. So many of you guys, not even you guys, because I've done it too. So many of us get jobs just for the sake of $1. Totally miss the intellectual property. You leave that job, you have poor spending habits, and you end up being in the same spot you was 10 years before you got the damn job. Y'all know my motto with the workplace: infiltrate, educate, and vacate. I want you to get your job, steal all the information you can, steal all the intellectual property you can. You walk out of there, you invest in yourself, and you build an empire that was bigger than the one that was just holding you hostage. Get jobs for information, not money. I'm giving y'all one more, y'all, then we moving on to the board. Let's see. All right, number 6. This is a simple one too. This is really not a cheat code. It's kind of like in this economic era we live in, it's common sense. Establish your children credit now. Attach them to yours and build. I'm gonna say this. That is a topic I can go in on. I actually love going in on the topic of CPNs and trade lines, but I'm not gonna do it today. We solely focusing on the board game. But anyway, listen. Some of y'all children don't need the J's. They don't need the exotic BS. They don't need the video games. What you need to be trying to do is attaching the youngin to your line of credit and building him. If yours is strong or you working on getting strong, building his as strong as yours. This is the big difference, right? What a lot of y'all don't realize, like, this is one of the main reasons that when we be graduating, we be driving around in our first hoopty. But our other friend, he graduated, he get his Benz, he get his college degree, and his daddy get him a nice big house to actually go to when he leaves high school. Attach your children to your credit. Some of y'all be having them fly as hell, but they couldn't afford a flight to go anywhere if they had an emergency. Attach your children to your credit, build y'all at the same time. I'm off the cheat sheet, so like I was saying, y'all, let me flip the camera again. Oh, then, all right, we're going to get to the board next. But like I was saying, y'all, of course, we got the money, family involved, instructions, cheat sheet, our sponsors, got the box that way. And let's get to the board game. So, okay, I said a good question. Bro, you said how many people can play? Up to 8 people can play the game. As far as the app will be multiplayer as well. Again, for anybody just joining, when you receive your board game in the mail, it will have paperwork with instructions on downloading your app. The app will not be on, what is it, iOS? Yeah. iOS or Android. The app will be a download directly from DerrickRace2.com. Let me tell y'all one more time. Tonight is the last night that you will buy the board game and get the app included. After midnight, you will still buy the board game with the app included, but you will have to pay for it. Let's get back to it. All right, so look, this is something y'all gonna like, right? No, the app is not on my website. I just told you guys, when the box arrives to your house, there will be a piece of paper that tells you how to download your app, family. So look, let me get back to this. We finna jump to the board next, y'all. So look, I'm trying to see how to shorten it. All right. So look, y'all know I was just talking about my people who don't like to read. This is the part where I told y'all, if you don't like to read, you're going to hate this game. South, you said, can anyone from any culture play the game? Absolutely, bro. Listen, independence should be a necessity. I don't care if you green, bro, if you yellow, or if you light brown. Independence should be a necessity, bro. So yes, anybody can play the game. Now check this out. This is called, so look, when you roll your dice, hold on, y'all. I got a notification. I don't want to mess up while I'm talking. When you roll your dice, let me flip the camera for you. So this is the start point. I'm not going to show y'all this long because I know a lot of y'all be recording my live. Somebody probably recording right now going to try to snatch all the information on the board game. We ain't having it. But anyway, you start over here at rough start, right? So basically, you roll your dice. Say you landed on this card right here. This piece of intellectual property is called wealth transfer. It will cost you $400 to purchase it. Now check this out. For my people that don't like to read, this is where this game gonna become a struggle. In order for you to buy a piece of intellectual property, you have to be able to define it. So you see that at the bottom? It says you define it. I'm not defining it for you. I know that's what a lot of people would have loved, for me to define it for you. I'm not doing it. If you really want to learn, if you really bought this game to try to better your situation, I'm gonna make you get off your ass. I'm gonna make you put the game down. You're going to either pull out your phone or you're going to grab a book and you're going to go define these words. Number 2, before you can even purchase these pieces of intellectual property, you have to know the definition. So I'm letting you know that, like, I'm going to tell you again, this game is not like for the people who lazy with learning. You're going to learn. If you want to play the game, like I don't want to say force because I'm not the forceful type, but you're going to have to use your brain. You're gonna have to use your comprehension. You're going to have to read. So before you can even buy this, you have to define it. If you don't define it, then you can't own it. I tell you time, like, if you can't define it, you ain't got no business buying it. Let's move to another one. So this is another one you can land on. This one costs $360. It's called group economics. If you cannot define group economics, you ain't got no business buying it in a board game. Let's go to another one. A lot of you guys run around with the bag and you don't even know the dollar value. If you don't understand how to get the value of that shit that you run around with thinking you rich, you ain't got no business buying nothing. So again, you define it. And this is also an instruction. So, because I know some of y'all may try to cheat and play anyway. It says in the instructions, y'all, don't let nobody teach you that you're playing with. In the instructions, if they can't define it, they cannot purchase it. That's the rule. I don't want, like, this how I feel in real life. Y'all ain't got no business buying nothing that you can't even explain what it is, why it is, why it exists, X, Y, Z. All right, let's move on. So in the game, right? I'm kind of giving y'all a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I'm giving y'all two more examples and I'm stopping because people really be creep on my live. I know somebody recording and they'll try to make the same game tomorrow night. Keys, what's up, bro? All right, so look, when you roll your dice, it's a card called System Issues. Now, this is how System Issues work, right? So say you rolled your dice and you land on this. I'm finna read it to you. Everybody, please listen. I told y'all, this game is for the culture. Listen to me. Check the disparities between powder cocaine and crack cocaine. Too bad your culture invested in crack cocaine. Now go to prison for 2 of your terms. The system wasn't created in your favor. All right, listen to me one more time. This card says check the disparities between crack cocaine and powder cocaine. Let's be real for a moment. What culture deals with crack cocaine more than any other culture? This is going to be a learning moment for our youngins because a lot of our babies don't know what they signing up for. They don't know what they born into. They don't know what is going on out here. What culture deals with crack cocaine more? The effects, the prison time. Ours, right? Tell me what culture deal with powder cocaine more? The ones who got the bag, the ones who got the bread. Usually the rich ones who have fun habits. This is a learning moment. I want y'all to know there is nothing in this game that was not intentional. Every word, every line, everything I put in this game was intentional. It is a learning moment. This is why I really want y'all to play this game with y'all family and y'all children, because a lot of these babies have no idea what they're born into. They don't understand that they will be sentenced like damn near 100 times different because their crack is in hard form and his homeboys is in powder form. So they're going to get a totally different sentence. Let's pick up one more system issue. Hold on. No, matter of fact, we ain't gonna do no more system issue. We're gonna switch to another one. I ain't giving y'all that one. That one is too good. That's that. I'm gonna be real with y'all too. This is why I was disappointed in a lot of the people that showed their ass with this game. It's some information in here that can get me kind of in some trouble. It's some information in here that people that look like me, because there's a lot of y'all on this live right now that look like me. You're not supposed to know this information. It's some stuff in like that's why I say these cards I'm not reading. When they come to your door, you read them. Please do your research though, because I put you on to some real shit. But there's some stuff in here that I'm not sharing. Let's find one more. Hold on, y'all. No, I'll do that. Y'all can look with me. I'm trying to see which one I want to read to y'all. Damn, I can't read those, y'all. I don't want to give these away. All right, look, check this out. I'm gonna read this one. Hold on, let me show the camera. All right, so when you roll the dice, you can land on what's called an outcome spot. Now, this is the outcome on this card. Their mother attached a phone bill to their name. Your mother attached credit and trade lines to yours. Lucky you. Now, again, this is a learning moment. When you read this card, listen to what I said. Their mother attached a phone bill to their name. Your mother attached credit and a trade line to yours. This is the part where you put this card down, you pull your phones out, because all of us got smartphones, and you say, what's a trade line, what's a CPN? And even if you can't find it there, you hit one of your dogs who in the credit world and you say, bro, what's a trade line, what's a CPN? Bro, put it in the game, but I don't really know what it means. Every moment in this game is a learning moment. Please do not, Don't pick up one card in this game and think I did it to be funny or I did it to make the game exciting. Everything I put in here was strategically placed in there for your light bulb to flick on and you go, oh shit, he trying to tell me something. So listen, I ain't gonna read no more cards because these cards do get a little deep, and it's not. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of this information is just it's not made for the gram. It's not stuff that you should be sharing on the gram. That's why I tell us all the time. If you can make it to any of my events, pull up to the event. We can have real dialogue where we cut the cameras off, we have real conversations, but you know, everything not for the gram. So let me flip the camera one more time. This your board game, y'all. This the money that'll be involved. This your instructions. This your cheat sheet. This your sponsors. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing that I did. Outside of that, I see some people asking about the app. Again, y'all, when you receive your board game, your instructions on downloading your app from DerrickRace2.com will be inside the box. That's the last time I'm answering that on live. Outside of that, just go read on the website and it'll tell you the same thing. One other thing, y'all. Like I said, tonight is the last night. So that means tomorrow, we got roughly, like I said, we got a little over, excuse me, y'all. We got a little over 1,000 and something board games left. But if you purchase yours following tonight, when midnight hits, you will have to pay for the app. The app is not going to be free anymore. So, let me show y'all too. I got A1 with me, my cameraman with me. So everybody that didn't get this full video because you jumped on the live late, no worries. We're going to upload it to YouTube. We're going to upload it to the website. Do me another favor. Read, y'all. One of the biggest things I took from this whole ordeal is some of y'all don't like to read. And some of y'all struggle with reading. And I'm not being funny when I say this. Some of us struggle with reading. And some of us lack simple comprehension. Even when we read something, we don't grasp it. So when I say stuff like the board games begin shipping March 15th, you email and say it's March 15th. Okay, well it's you and it's like 9,000 other people that's waiting on the same thing, family. So trust me, when I say they begin shipping March 15th, that means they actually begin shipping March 15th. Not like, begin and be in your mailbox is two different lines, okay? So again, y'all, do me a favor. Y'all make life a lot easier for me when you guys take the moment to read, when you guys do a small little bit of research. Because like what a lot of you guys don't know is when I have to keep redirecting and making videos and things of that nature, it takes away from the creativity and the creative process. I'm not able just to be in my bag and keep creating board games like this for y'all because we got to keep stopping to do this. We got to keep stopping to do that. So again, just do me a favor, family. Take a moment to read. We're going to update the website tonight. Again, everybody asking about the app. When it lands in your house, it'll be a piece of paper and tell you how to download your app. I'm going to be real with you too. I want to say this real quick. My plan was to give you guys the app right away. This was the issue. And I ain't going to lie, this part kind of it ain't hurt my feelings. I just had to shake my head like, damn, my own people. Y'all won't believe this, right? A lot of people bought the board game for the full price. When it went on sale, they hit the website, complained, opened a dispute, which all those disputes began to hurt my business. They opened a dispute and then they double back and use the discount code to buy that 50% off. So I'm letting y'all know, like, y'all could thank, I know some of them on this live, y'all could thank them for it. They the reason that I'm not like you not getting the app until the board game show up to your front door and you put a piece of paper out. Because I'm living in a culture where like real deal, I could risk my life to teach y'all stuff that y'all mama and daddy never taught y'all, and like the first opportunity y'all get to fuck me over. Not saying everybody, but some people will, and I learned that the hard way. Like, yeah, so we had people who grabbed it for a price, saw the sale, came back, opened the dispute, which again hurt my account, and then doubled back and bought it at 50% off. So what I understand now is like I would love to give y'all the app tonight, but I know 1,000 of them will get the app tonight, double back, hit dispute, get their money back for the whole board game, just take their app and play it that way. So, yeah, y'all. Like I said, when your board game arrives to your crib, open it up. It's going to be a piece of paper in there. You download your app. We're going to get you together. I got one last thing I want to show y'all with the board game. Y'all hold on. Can everybody see what that say right there? Everybody? How much time I got, bro?
You well over, bro.
I know, like, how much time I got left? So did you do a thing?
15 on here.
Okay, cool.
You almost at an hour.
Everybody see this part right here?
Yeah, you 45 minutes.
Gotcha. Alright. I see y'all responding. Point is this. That's edition number 1. What that means is I'm coming with number 2. I want him, and bro, can you bring the camera close to me? I want him to hear this part loud and clear. Listen. Now we've been all positive on the live, but I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna turn my frequency down real quick, and I'm gonna speak to the people that tried to slander my name. I'm gonna speak to the people that was purposely opening those disputes. Cause I'm gonna tell you too, right? I had a conversation with Banner one day during this whole process. And he was like, bro, I don't think all them people really your people who getting refunds. I think people buying games from you just for the sake of opening up disputes because they're trying to crush you no matter, how they can, however they can. So I want to bring the camera real close when I say this. To all you people who attempted to slander my name, to all you people who tried to find the first opportunity to shoot the business down, fuck you. You only made me go harder. Edition number 2 in the works. David Banner executive produced the app. We gonna write an actual book. We did the curriculum, we did the course, we did the game. Now we gonna write an actual book on the makings of the in-home banking concept and make sure we redistribute it into everybody's house so they can get the concept down pat. Listen, you clown ass niggas that be in my comments, you don't faze me. I'm a big dog. I done frontline real thing. I done shot somebody 2 feet away from me. I done been through real issues. That whole shit y'all do on the internet don't bother me at all. You dealing with a whole big dog. So keep commenting. I'm going to keep gassing up. You don't make me mad. All I do is call Osland and be like, hey, guess what I'm finna do to him today? I want him to really talk. I'm going to let y'all know I'm built for it tough. I'm not none of them hoe ass niggas y'all deal with on the internet that y'all can make comments and they fall back or they tuck their tail. We ain't running, we ain't hiding. I'm outside every day. I'm going to keep making concepts to liberate the people that's fucking with me. We going to keep making board games. And if y'all keep popping too much, we just going to re-up and make another 10,000 of these and make edition 2 and 3. But I'm going to let you know you got to deal with me. I know a lot of you clowns took this opportunity to try to shoot shots my way. No, I'm solid though. There's nothing the internet can do to me. I've been telling y'all since day one, the internet is not real. The concrete is. This the place where fake people get to show up and be whoever they want to be. I'm really outside though. I'm really going to be on tour with 50 board games on me to every city I go to. So we going to ship them in the streets. We going to push the apps. And then I'm going to be on your corner like your neighborhood hustler with a board game in my hand too. So do me this favor. Y'all keep popping that shit and we going to have edition number 4 out by Christmas. Now I'm back, y'all. I had to lower my frequency real quick to get at all the clowns that was trying to get at me. And listen, it's a reason why I'm responding, y'all, because like we doing our thing in real life. You feel me? So I ain't got to do the back and forth internet. I just want to let you know though, I see you. I be seeing you commenting. Me and Derrick will be sitting around 3 in the morning laughing at that whole shit y'all be saying. Listen, you're not affecting me though. You only make me gas up and apply more pressure. I love the pressure. I'm here for all the pressure. So look, I'm gonna leave it at that. Do not forget, y'all, at midnight, that is your last opportunity to get the app with the board game for free. I'm gonna turn it over to the best assistant in the world, Khadijah, and she gonna holler at y'all real quick about, I'm sorry, y'all. She's the best executive director in the world. I'm finna turn it over to her real quick, and she gonna get with you guys real quick about the in-home banking course. Let me see. Where we at? They want to let me check the time for you. Oh, got 10 minutes.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk about this opportunity that y'all have to make some money with us while we're doing the in-home banking course. Now, the in-home banking course, if y'all don't know, it's weekly. We upload new material weekly, and then we have lives, Zoom calls. Our first Zoom call is going to be on the 22nd of this month. It'll be in 2 weeks. So make sure you join now. Make sure you join now while it's 50% because this is really hot right now. So some of the things that y'all gonna learn is guerrilla marketing. Mind you, Derrick is amazing at guerrilla marketing. Like I don't see how people Everybody who got a business need to sign up. Everybody who got a business need to sign up because he's showing you how much he can sell. Name one person that can sell almost 10,000 board games in 6 or 7 months pre-sale. So make sure y'all join while it's 50% off. So if y'all do join while it's 50% off, y'all join regardless. You have the opportunity to actually make 30% off of every single person that signs up, but every single month. So let's say you have a friend, right? And you have them sign up. Every single month, you'll get $30 off of that friend. Every single month. So let's say you got 10 friends. Every single month, you're going to have $300 that we were going to pay you for referring those people. So it's like a side hustle. It's a way for you to, get some money in your pocket, but you have to join first. So if I were you, I would join now while it's 50% off, and then get your friends and anybody else that you can to go ahead and join while it's 50% off. Once you purchase, I will send you instructions on how to become an affiliate this weekend. So make sure y'all do that. This is a huge, huge opportunity. I don't know. I wish I could do it for real.
Let me share something real quick. Hey, one thing I want to share with y'all too about the course is Derrick is also an instructor in the course. So if you are in the course, be sure to have your children attend with you. I know a lot of times it's hard for the youngins to grasp what older people are saying. So in the 2019 in-home baking course, we actually brought Derrick in, and she'll be teaching as well. And two, one other thing, y'all, just forgive me. Y'all remember when Pop was hanging out the car spitting? I just had one of them moments that he had, but it's overdue. And this is one thing about me too, right? I be chilling. Y'all know I be chilling. I don't pop no shit on the internet. I don't start nothing. I don't be in nobody comments. I be minding my business. But y'all been shooting a lot of shots at me, man. I'm gonna start, make me start shooting back now. But anyway, seriously though, y'all forgive me. But, I'm balanced. I tell you guys, I'm gonna die happy, not perfect. I will curse you out, and then I will help you figure out how to open a business and co-parent and things of that nature. But outside of that, listen, y'all, let me flip it one more time. Like I said, y'all, shipping is going to begin today. In-home baking board game, a lot for you guys to look forward to. Hey, I got another surprise for y'all too. When you get your game and you see the actual pieces that are part of the game, I'm sure y'all will comment, but it's a surprise in that as well. So be sure, like when we were intentional about everything. When you open up that box and you see who we made, the actual figurines and pieces in the game, it'll all start to register. But like I said, y'all, there is nothing. I didn't put one thing in this game for fun. Everything in here is intentional. Everything here is a learning moment. Everything in here can be decoded in some form of way. I want you to get this game. Even to my people that don't like to read, man. If you don't like to read, play it with people who like to read. But it's some real deal information in here that's game changing. For real, for real. Like, I ain't gotta gas you. I only been teaching y'all different things about life and the game and business and co-parenting and parenting since 2012. Y'all know my body. Y'all know how I'm coming. So if you've been rocking with me, if you got any books, any curriculums, or if you just watch the videos and the content I put out on a daily basis, y'all already know how I'm coming. Let me flip it one more time. Like I said, y'all, in-home baking board game on the way. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I really do want to read another card to y'all, but I don't because, it's a bit much. Like I said, man, as of midnight, the app will still be included, but it just won't be free. Click the link in the bio, y'all. As far as the in-home banking course, same thing. Click the link in the bio. That course is actually 50% off. This is another thing, too. A lot of you guys did hit me and was like, bro, we want to get in the course XYZ, but, the ticket on it kind of high. Hey, do me a favor. Do not say I don't meet y'all halfway every time. Every time I meet y'all halfway. To anybody that's joining the live late, if you got a question about the app, if you got a question about the shipping, everything, once we get off of here, we'll be uploading the video to YouTube as well. We're gonna update the actual page with the board game on it, so everything will be laid out, y'all. Just do me a favor. Hold on, y'all. Derrick calling me. Listen, but just do me a favor. Take a moment to read, man. A lot of the back and forth we was doing from people not reading, it just, it took away from the creativity, like I said. But like I said, y'all, click link in the bio. We got a couple minutes left. Anybody, I ain't talking no more. Anybody got a question for me real quick that you want to throw my way, I can answer before we get off of here. I know I damn near like real deal just talked the whole time, but I'm gonna give y'all a second. I ain't been on live in like 4 months, so anybody got anything for me? What's up? Throw any questions y'all got. I know some of y'all have. All right, look ahead. See, you said one more card. Hold on, bro. Let me see. Which one can I read to you? I'm comfortable reading on the internet. I can't read that one, bro. That one too much. Ooh, hey, listen. All right, y'all. Look, here go another card for y'all. I'm gonna read one more. So this is a possibility card. Listen to me closely. Listen to me closely. You still haven't realized prison is big business, and you are now their employee making 8 cents a day. Head to prison for 2 terms. Now this will be freeze, right? I told you it's a lot of learning moments in this game. To the adults and to the youngins who gonna play this game, a lot of you guys still haven't figured out that prison is big business. A lot of you guys still haven't figured out that this system is intentionally laid the way it is. A lot of you guys still haven't acknowledged that this is all a game. Like some of y'all don't even know that you caught dead set in an intentional game. This is all a game. And I've been telling you guys since 2018, you got to learn how to play the game. You either going to educate yourself or you're going to attach yourself to a master teacher and they're going to educate you on the game. See, the elite in this system, right? The people at the top in this system, they created this thing called a rule book. Listen to me. The rule book was made for the poor and the people that's too lazy. But if you go 3 levels up, they got another book called The Loopholes to the Rules. I tell you guys all the time, America was built on loopholes. You guys have to figure those things out, and you got to figure out how to win this game. You got to figure out how to adapt. You got to figure out how to move, how to think like a wolf. Still keep your integrity, but you got to figure out how to move like a wolf so you and your family can prosper in this system. That card, that's what that was about. Some of you guys don't understand the real business of prison. And in the board game, we go deeper on that subject. I got a topic in there on that board game that y'all gonna love about the prison system. But a lot of you guys still don't understand that this is all an intentional game. This system was set up to confine a demographic of people. And a lot of our children don't understand that they're not gonna receive the same leniency that a lot of their friends do. First time they fuck up, they out of here. So that's what that card, that's why I say like, the game is going to be a huge eye-opener for both the adults and the youngins because them babies don't know what they're born into. They really be feeling like, oh, I'm in America, the greatest country in the world, and the judicial system is set up evenly. Not at all. But listen, y'all, I ain't going to read no more cards because it do get a little deep. And like I said, everything is not for the gram. But listen, last but not least, if you are in Atlanta, if you are in Philadelphia, if you are in Harlem, if you are in Chicago, if you are in Houston, if you are in New Orleans, we have currently 9 or 10 cities lined up. These will be the only cities that I will be coming to in 2019. I suggest you get your tickets ASAP. And that's also where we can have a real conversation. Cause y'all listen, y'all know the agents be all over my live recording and screenshotting XYZ. But be sure to get your tickets ASAP. Ajna and myself are hitting the road in the next couple of weeks. Harlem, Atlanta. Where we going? Harlem, Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans, Chicago, Philly, LA, Oakland, and Detroit. That's it, y'all. I don't know about Ajna. Ajna might do her thing. Them the only cities y'all gonna see me in this year. I'm chilling. But like I said, y'all, for the board game, for the course, or for the tour with Ajna and myself, click the link in the bio. To everybody that supported, I appreciate y'all patience big time. Like I said, them tracking numbers about to start rolling out. They're going to be to the front door. And yeah, I think that's it for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in.